The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's Hall. Shakir hauls it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
At the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Ready. 70.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now Hall. The ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now thrown incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Has his man, it's Shakir. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Come on.
Here's Hall. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Lions at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
2nd and 5.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now it's Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 60 Broncos.
Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing here is Hall. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw, Hall. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hall. He's got him in. Complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Second and 12.
Wilson going to change things up here.
Panther 60, 79 Broncos, 18, pot.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his. Second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
Now it's Hall. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Another completion right back to Patterson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready?
Motion man is Shakir. Hall on a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 6. has a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To the air, Williams. That one down the field for Ferguson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 4th down, here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Throwing is Williams. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And they're on 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
And we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around.
First down.
Ball to throw it. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They get this out left. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Lions 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. The kill here, it's complete. And outbounds right around the 20. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you got from.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. Richardson looking to throw this. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ground control with a soul like Chloe, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10. Here Richardson yet again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Richardson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Back down on the 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to it. How did each play work? Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Williams. That is caught. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Detroit. Terrence Ferguson, 67 yards. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Richardson. This pass out wide to Hall. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Minnesota.
And Richardson back to throw it. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Hawk 70 Lions. 19 charge, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Anthony Richardson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and
2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw, it's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up when they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Vikings' 24-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams. Got him in on the right sideline. It's Ferguson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
19 yards.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
He was taken down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
42. Vikings 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now it's Richardson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Lions up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Vikings.
Richardson looking to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall.
Richardson's
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Richardson to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Going right side here, and that's complete. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Williams. And he whips that one incomplete there. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw once more, here's Williams. This will be caught at the 2. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Unfortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline.
Oh, there is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. McPherson on for the point after. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 65, Vikings 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. First and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Bryant. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Bryant. Loose inside the 30. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 19-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle they go. Bryant. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The point after is good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead, late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Yes. Ready, sir.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Hold on.
And they will take a knee here. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Lions, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready.